Do you find yourself constantly bogged down, busy with client work, and you wish you just had a system to leverage your time better so that you could make the same or more without killing yourself or having to work harder? Today, I want to share one simple strategy that I use in my branding agency to use my time most effectively so that we can deliver even more value for our clients and work a lot less in the process. I'm Pia Silva, and I help people build profitable branding agencies without necessarily building a team or hiring employees, but instead staying lean and super flexible so that you can achieve maximum freedom in your life and business. I actually outlined exactly how we do it in the No BS Blueprint to a Profitable Small Agency. You can grab that at nobsagencies.com/blueprint. The crux of our model is that we designed it so that we could use our time as efficiently as possible without sacrificing value for the client. And that's why we switched out of the traditional branding agency model, where you book clients whenever they come to you and you span these projects out over months and months. On your timeline, there's dates for delivery, there's dates for feedback, there's dates for revisions, and on it goes. The problem with this model is that while the value of what you have to deliver is the work itself, right? The copy, the strategy, the positioning, the design, the website, whatever it is, that's the work the clients are paying for. But in that traditional model, what they end up paying for and what you end up delivering more of is not just the work itself, but all of the time in between, all of the project management, all the emails, all the phone calls, all the little check-ins, all the little Slack messages. That's what you end up doing, even though what they're really paying for is the end result. I know this all too well because I ran my branding agency like that for 3 years, and I found that these projects went on forever, and most of my energy was just spent keeping it all together and project managing it. Even with a great project management tool, there were always just little things coming up here and there, and an email here, a phone call there. Before you know it, 30 minutes have gone by, an hour goes by. Oh, we need this file, blah, 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 blah. It was a huge waste of time. So here is the simple strategy that we implemented that changed everything. We went from 3 to 6 month timelines to only delivering all of our services in 1 to 3 day intensives. And what that allows us to do, we do the work, we do a lot of the work ahead of time. So this is not to say that we show up with a client at 10 a.m. and start futzing with the logo. But the reason we do it this way is because it allows us to implement a strategy that I call the chunk and stack method. Instead of working with clients all at once, instead of having 5 clients on the roster so that I'm constantly switching between this project and that project and putting out this fire and responding to that email. Instead of doing that, we only work with 1 client at a time, and all of our energy goes into that project. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to stay focused on this one person's project, put all of our creative energy into it, and cut out all that BS that comes with managing a project over time. So by shrinking the timeline, we actually have our other methods, which I'll talk about in a different video, on how we shrink the actual creative process time. But even if we hadn't shrunk the creative process time, it's like taking something that's spread out over months and has all these additives put in and cutting the additives out and shrinking it into this concentrated process. That one simple strategy, which by the way, we do it in 1 to 3 day intensives. I've taught people to do it where they do it in a week, they do it in 2 weeks, maybe they even do it in 30 days. It doesn't really matter to me. What matters is that you're using this strategy to leverage your most efficient way of using your time. Because when you charge somebody, whatever you're charging them, you want the majority of your time to be spent creating the value that they're paying you for. If I'm charging somebody $30,000, I want 90% of that $30,000 to go into the time that I'm spending positioning them, building their strategy, writing their copy, building their website, designing this amazing brand for them. I don't want $15,000 to go into emails and annoying client meeting calls. I don't want that. And they shouldn't either, because that's undermining your value and it's undermining the price that they're paying. Instead, leverage your time by chunking and stacking your offer so that you can concentrate all of the value in one place and get rid of all that BS that's holding you back. And guess what? When you chunk and stack your schedule, all of a sudden it frees up all of this time to work on your business. So the way that we do it, the way that we used to do it, is we would book 1 or 2 clients a month. They would take up a few days of our time, and the rest of the month would be open. Literally, my calendar empty to work on whatever I needed to work on in my business. And I really credit that with being able to build my authority and build my platform and build my audience and build my expertise, write my book. All of that requires time, and you need to create that time. And the way to create that time is to focus your energy for your clients in the best way possible so you can get better results in less time. Let's see if this is the right next step for you.